Hi, everybody. We are live, and it is once again time for another Square Foot Show. Isn't that crazy? How did we get through 2025? We did 12 shows last year. We are so honored to be partnering with artists from sometimes across the globe, but mostly North America. And this time, it's really special because we're having the Square Foot Show Student Edition. And it's a smaller show because, trying to find students who are excited or bold enough to put their work in is always a challenge. And we're going to be talking with four ladies today, and they are all adults, and they are ongoing with their education. And we have, though, in the show, we've got a 17-year-old and we've got some university students, and it's really fun to be part of the Square Foot Show Student Edition. So that show goes live at squarefootshow.com at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Thursday night. And right now, we actively have the preview going on. So if you haven't gotten an email from Squarefoot Show about checking in and checking out the preview, we need you to go to squarefootshow.com and sign up for the preview. Sign up for our newsletter, and you will be automatically emailed entry into that preview. And you can see what these fabulous students have done. So a few housekeeping things. We usually sell our paintings for $350. Our student edition is $275. So it's time that you guys invest in up and coming artists, having a great time collecting and building and supporting these artists, young and old. You're going to see that you don't have to be a 17-year-old like Sophia in the show to be a student. So I think we use the Shopify app, and the Square Foot Show is usually a very, very quick to purchase show. People are on right at 8 o'clock. They love to buy right away. We always suggest put your painting in your cart and purchase it right away. Browsing, while that's really fun, browsing doesn't allow you to reserve the painting that you've put in your cart. Somebody literally could just walk along and take it right out and buy it off you. So I suggest getting in on that preview, making your list of who you want to buy so that when you log in, you're not perusing and checking out the art and trying to figure out who you want to buy, that you've done that before. So again, squarefootshow.com to sign up for our newsletter. And then you're going to get information about the Square Foot shows that we have every month. And so a little background. If this is the first time you're checking in and you've never seen a live on the Square Foot Show started, I believe, 4 years ago. I am not completely sure at the beginning, but it went live when I used to have in my gallery. I'm Julia Veenstra. If you didn't figure that out yet, I'm Julia Veenstra, Canadian artist. I used to have Square Foot Show in my studio. I would have 30 artists. I would invite it in. That was well before I had anything on e-commerce where you could buy it, and I had so many people say, how can I buy from your Square Foot Show? And I'm like, you can't. It has to be live. You got to come line up. And we used to have 60 or 70 people line up, and it was always very successful. But then we all know COVID hit, so we had to pivot. So we pivoted online, and I hired a team, and they put together the show for me online, and it was such a success. And since then, and I just got a note from one of my partners, it was 2020 when we first started putting them online. Since then, we have sold $1.5 million worth of 12 by 12 paintings. That's a lot of paintings. That's over 4,500 paintings. And what we do is we bring emerging and established artists to you as a collector, and the collector to new and emerging artists. We are unlike a traditional gallery in that you don't have to go through us after the show to get to those artists. In fact, if you follow us on Instagram at squarefootshow.com at Squarefoot Show, or follow us on Facebook, same thing, Squarefoot Show, you'll be able to find oh my gosh, multitudes of artists that you are going to love to follow. And that is a great way to support the arts. Just go find the ones you like, go follow them. That helps them in so many numerous ways. You don't have to buy their work, but if you follow, like, subscribe, all those things to them, it is an amazing thing. So the point I'm trying to make is if your pieces that you want through Square Foot Show get snatched up before you're able to do it, go directly to the artist. Okay, go find them, write them. They'll be absolutely thrilled. And if you are an artist, see this address right here, squarefootshow.com. We've got our list of shows out right now that you can apply for. You go in, you make your application. You do not need to paint for the application. We just need to see you represented. So you just put in a painting there that says, this is me, and you apply for the shows that you like. Okay, so now we're going to have a lot of fun. Usually at these lives, what we do is we talk to artists. So we've got 4 ladies who are in the show. We're going to talk to them, and we're going to find out where they are, who they are, and what they love about being a student. And yeah, let's talk. So the first person we're talking to, her name is Sandra Lett. Let's bring her on.
Hey there.
Hi, Sandra. How are you?
I'm doing great.
Good. So let's start with, like, who are you?
Well, I've been an artist for 28 years. I'm self-taught. I started as a decorative artist, painting in people's homes, and did that for 18 years, and then transitioned to canvas painting and other types of art. So,
but you consider yourself a student still?
I'm still a student. I am 62 years old, not 17.
Yeah.
And I'm always trying to learn new things. And currently I'm enrolled in a couple of programs. One is the Milan art course, which I'm sure a lot of people have heard about. They're pretty well known.
That's a pretty intense course.
Yes. I have not started it yet. I've been a student of it, but we moved into a new house. We're building out a studio, and so
you're in for quite a journey. I actually I'm one of the judges on their next outstanding art program.
Okay.
That they're bringing out online. So that's exciting to hear that you're using the Milan Art School, because it is a great online school.
So the one medium that I'm not proficient in is oils, and that's one of the things I want to learn through their program. My grandfather was a prolific oil painter, so I got my genes from him, but I don't paint with oils. So it's just another layer of learning.
It's the way you say oils that makes me think you're from, like, Texas or something.
No, I'm from North Carolina.
North Carolina.
I have a twang. I do.
Yes, it's lovely. I like it.
Thank you. And then, so I have been currently enrolled in Allie Kay. She has a program. She started it in 2020, and she has, I think, 5,000 or 6,000 students. And
that's fantastic.
People that have never painted in their life, and it is amazing in her Facebook group to see the thousands of people in there that paint these gorgeous paintings.
That's a really good point.
Yeah. The cool part about her is she's teaching you to paint more of a graphic. She calls herself a contemporary impressionism artist.
Okay.
So she uses bold color, bold brush strokes, more loose. You know, I'm a very kind of realistic painter. I have been through the years. And so I wanted to take her course to learn how to loosen up and be a little bit more, you know, free with my art.
Well, that I just want to encourage everybody while they're watching, in that you don't have to be a student of, you know, a professional university. You can find an artist that you absolutely love, see if they teach some courses, and take that course. So, okay, Sandra, we have 3 other people to talk to, but so we want to see a couple of your pieces before you let you go.
I decided I'm all about healing and art being a source of healing for me and for the people that I paint for. And I found this very famous artist, Katsushika Hokusuya. I don't know how he's a Japanese artist from the 1700s, and he painted
Okay.
waves. So I decided to go with, like I said, very colorful. And
That's lovely, Sandra.
there's
That's
this
very
one,
lovely.
the Plain Mountain Wave, and then this one is Asian Golden Waves.
Yeah. That is
So
gorgeous.
as you can see, it's not realistic, but there's a lot of time and effort put into it, a lot of layering, bold brush strokes. This one is Moonlit Asian Waves.
So we've got somebody watching named Deborah, and apparently she's in North Carolina too. So she's going to come find you, and she loves those
Okay.
paintings. So Deborah,
All right.
if you love those, they're available on tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time at Square Foot Show. Don't miss
So
it.
I did 4 pieces, and they're all the Asian waves, and I also love the kintsugi concept of broken pottery and being mended with gold.
Yeah.
And that is a story of my life. It's about getting from one side to the other in trauma and things like that. And when you're healed, you're a more beautiful version of the broken you. And so I love that whole Japanese concept of healing from brokenness. And the waves is a kind of a metaphor of the web and flow of life. And we have periods of calm and we have periods of storm. And so I like to do paintings that have meaning to them.
Well, we appreciate that you applied for the student show. Best of luck tomorrow night.
Thank you.
And guys, those are at a really good deal. They were $75 lower for the student square foot show, and I think deals are to be had. So we'll see you later.
Thank you so much.
Bye, Sandra. All right, Cecelia is next. We're going to chat with her.
Hi.
Hi, Cecelia. How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. So, Cecelia, first of all, how do you say your name? Comito?
Comito.
Yeah. And where are you?
So I live in Iowa, Western Iowa, in a small town. And actually, I started my art study when I lived in urban areas.
Okay.
So I'd been in Chicago for many years and then Washington, D.C. And then when I retired, I moved back to Western Iowa.
Okay.
And so I lost the opportunity to take classes I took some classes at the Chicago Art Institute because art is a second career for me. I had a totally different life before I started.
That's very exciting.
And then I decided that, you reach those moments in life where I decided if I could do anything and talent and money were not a problem, I'd be an artist.
Okay.
And so then I looked at, well, how do I become an artist? And I started taking classes at the Art Institute in Chicago, and Palette and Chisel in Chicago, studied with an artist there. Then I moved to DC and I found a lovely artist that I studied with there, just a delightful woman who was in her, I think, 90s, but still just wonderful teacher. And I learned a lot with her. And then I moved to small town Iowa. And all of a sudden, I didn't have access anymore to live things. But COVID happened.
Yep.
And although COVID was a horrible experience that I would never want to go through again or wish, a couple of good things came out of it. And one of it was everybody pivoted, and suddenly art instruction that was not available to me became available. Yep. And I started taking classes with the Art Student League of New York, which I never would have had the
in Iowa.
Yes. And I've continued to take classes online, and I occasionally will take live workshops and things like that. Right now, I'm studying with Patty Molika, who does an online course on color.
Okay.
I find that I want to spend more time understanding color. I mean, I didn't go to art school, so I didn't have all of that drilled into me.
That's a great foundational course. That is actually really wonderful. So Eli's put up, apply today at Square Show. Elias is one of the co-founders of Square Show, and he's helping with this live. So if you're an artist, even if you're a student, apply at squarefootShow.com. That's what Cecelia did, and she got in. This is your first show, right?
Correct.
All right. Can we see some of your pieces?
Sure. So I'm a mixed media artist, and
Oh my goodness, Cecelia.
work with acrylic, watercolor, crayon, and torn papers.
That's all in there?
So when you look at my pieces, they're kind of, I like to think of them as archaeological digs.
Okay.
And you'll see all kinds of interesting things that will jump out at you. Here's another painting that I just finished recently.
So you're saying there's collage and watercolor and all sorts. So this is definitely mixed media.
Oh yeah, lots of mixed media, lots of fun things to use with mark making and papers. A lot of the papers are papers that I print myself, or papers that I find like text from old books and sewing patterns.
Yep.
This one has a lot of origami papers in it.
I really like the graphic nature of this one. You've really accomplished something in the patterns here.
Yeah, I used origami papers and then some printed papers. So it was a lot of fun.
Very good. Love it. Love it. So, Cecelia, what is your Instagram handle?
It's Cecelia Comito.
Cecelia Comito and Instagram.
Yep.
Right? Okay. So best of luck. Tomorrow we will see you in the student show at 8 p.m. Have you checked out the preview?
I did. I just went and looked at it this morning. It looks great. I was amazed at all the wonderful art there.
Have you figured out Sophia's only 17?
I had not figured that out
yet. Okay, go back and look.
Look at her.
That's really fun. And so again, if you want to see the preview, you must go to squarefootshow.com and sign up for our newsletter, and we will send you the link to the preview. The show does not go live. So just an FYI, around 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, we disconnect the show. So you won't be able to see the show or the preview because we have to load it all up and get it all ready. So there's about an hour in between that we will be offline. So don't write us and say, I can't find you, because we're just getting it ready for the show. All right, Cecelia, good luck.
Thank you.
All right. We'll talk to you later. All right, now we're going to talk to Pharaoh. Hi, Pharaoh.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm sorry, I'm on my iPad here. This is all very new to me.
Well,
I'm good. How are you?
Well, see, you're a student. You're learning all sorts of things.
I'm a very old student who's learning all sorts of things.
Yes. All sorts of things, including how to do a StreamYard live.
All of this online technology stuff.
That's wonderful. So, Pharaoh, where are you?
I'm in St. Catharines, Ontario.
Oh, close to me.
So very near you, yes.
Yes, actually, I forgot to say, these are not my paintings in the background. I'm actually doing this live at Crown & Press, my gallery, because I'm painting live in my gallery all week, and I have to do the live where I was. So I'm actually in my gallery in Hamilton, not in my studio today.
I saw that. I want to try and get in there. Check out the studio for sure.
Absolutely. But so you're in St. Catharines, and what classes do you take?
So if I can back up a little bit, if you don't mind.
Absolutely.
About 12 years ago, I suffered a brain injury, and I had never done art. I couldn't draw a stick figure, but all of a sudden I could no longer work. I could no longer do the things that I used to do. So while I was in the hospital for 9 months, I was introduced to art therapy, and it was really bad. If you saw what I did then compared to what I do now, so I started realizing how therapeutic art is. And when I got out of the hospital, I started just coloring. And then my type A personality, I guess, wasn't affected, but because I wanted to color and learn how to color. So I started doing online classes for coloring. And that taught me about shadows and shading and all those things. But I won't go into too much of that story. Then I wanted to do having a brain injury and issues. Getting out of your apartment is a hard thing to do. And I discovered the Willow Arts community in my area, and it's an organization for people with mental health or addictions, and with brain injuries. Mental health issues quite often go along with it. So I discovered them, and they do free classes. And I started taking their classes, and it got me out of my apartment, and it got me doing art and learning art. And then from there, it just grew. And so I was doing colored pencil and watercolor, acrylic, and just trying all different things that I'd never, as a non-artist, had never used before. And then about a year or two ago, a couple more years after that, I wanted to learn to draw. I was doing card making, but I was using stamps and other people's drawings. And I was like, I want to use my own drawings. And it turns out drawing is something you can learn. So through online courses, and I taught myself took those classes and learned how to draw. And then in the last 2 years, if anyone lives in the area, I discovered the Port Colborne Art Club, and their teachers there are amazing. Gloria Kingma and
Gloria's been in our show.
Sheila Vanderweer. They're both amazing, and they have a bunch of Sam Payonessa. I can't even say enough of the good teachers.
I love the community is great.
So that's what I've been doing, is taking those classes and discovering oil more and oil painting, and I'm trying to find my style.
I hear you.
Right now, it's kind of realism, because that's
the foundation of what you're building on.
Right, but I'm hoping to try and loosen that up somehow. But that's where my journey has taken me today, and I'm still learning, and it's something I like to do, is to learn. So I'm also taking online classes for urban sketching with Ian Fenley, and just basically learning anything I can.
That is fantastic, and that's got to be good for your brain injury too.
It is, and it's very therapeutic. It's very it's nice to know that there is still something I can do, and it's very meditative, as I'm sure you know. Art is something that at any age you can take up, with any supplies. All you need is a pencil, and with the internet now, we have access to so many wonderful programs, and
that is great. That is fantastic. So everybody,
I'm sorry, I was rambling.
That's okay. Take Pharaoh's advice. Don't limit yourself. Find everything that you're interested in. Go down that rabbit hole and find. There are teachers out there teaching what you want to learn.
And the classes at being on disability, money is tough. There's groups like the Willow Arts Community that have free programs. Port Colborne Art Club is reasonable. Online free classes. It's
very good tip. So Pharaoh, what did you do for us?
Well, these are the first ones are oil paintings from Sheila Vanderweer's style and class.
Lovely.
Painted around the sides on deep.
That is very well done.
Deep canvases. Thank you.
Beautiful.
And that's part of a duo.
That's great.
And then
I love that you painted the sides too.
Peonies.
Gorgeous.
And that one had the sides. Well, they're all. I do the sides on all of these. The 1.5 inch.
Well, you are quite an accomplished student artist.
As I said, I think it's my type A. Thank you. I think it's my type A person, and this is the last one that I did.
Gorgeous.
This one's acrylic. The other ones are oils.
Yeah.
So that's from Sheila Vanderweer's wonderful teachings.
Well, that's great, and that's a good plug for Sheila Vanderweer. She's been in lots of our shows. She's fantastic, and thank you for taking her class, because it got you here, and thank you for applying to the student show.
Well, thank you so much for having me. I'm in the November show as well.
That's so exciting! Yay!
So I'm looking forward to maybe trying some different stuff for that one, but.
Okay. So everybody, again, go to squarefootshow.com. Go to squarefootshow.com to register for a preview, and to also go there for 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and you'll see us live. All right, Pharaoh, we will see you again. We'll see you in November too.
Fantastic. Thank you so much.
Bye-bye. So Pharaoh applied for a variety of shows. If you're an artist, you can go in and you can pick your theme. So there's different themes. We have different areas that we could, like the next one, I believe, is our Western art. So that's a fun one that you'll enjoy. And they're every month. Every month we have them. I don't know if I can say they're the second Thursday or something like that, but you have to go and you'll see the schedule. So Thursday, January 8th is our student show. And the final person we're going to talk to is Karen Girard. Let me welcome her. Hi, Karen.
Hi there.
How are you?
Gerard. I'm well, thank you. I am in Calgary, Alberta. And
Nice.
yeah, it's been pretty frigid here, and I can only sort of paint until 4:30 at night because it gets so dark.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Hey, I'm coming to Calgary in February.
Oh, nice.
I'm going to Avon's Gallery.
Perfect.
Yeah, the last Saturday of February. So if you're local, you got to come see me.
I would love to. I would love to come see you. Yeah.
I'd love to see you too. So you're in Calgary, so you work from home?
I am retired. I always wanted to do art, and it was just something that was never in my life because I went to French immersion, everything was academic, I never had a chance. And about 10 years ago, I got very sick with cancer, and I went to Wellspring and just started art journaling, and I was terrified to even put a mark on paper. And so I did art journaling, and it was the thing that got me out of bed every day.
Oh,
And then I went to a Flora Bowley workshop,
okay.
and I came home and I started getting scared because I wasn't as good as everyone. So then I took up quilting, and then I took up handbag making. So I make bags, I make quilts. And then about 3.5 years ago, I decided to try again. I started with Mastrius and
Okay.
doing mentorships in Mastrius. I've done
Fabulous program.
several of them, and I am a navigator with them as well. And then I started sort of trying to figure out what I wanted to do, because I do oil and I do acrylics, but I didn't like my paintings. And I joined the Milan Art Institute.
Okay, another
So,
Milan student.
yeah, so I'm just at the end of the program for the Milan, but I am
Very
a new
good.
artist. I really am a new artist, but I still didn't like my paintings. So I sort of started, I started using my paint skins and adding medium to them and building on top of the parts of the paintings that I didn't like. So I use paint skins, and I don't know if people are familiar with what that is, but it's the paint. I paint and then I add medium and I peel the skins off and I sculpt with my skins.
Okay. Okay. Do you see what's happening, everybody? The student is becoming the teacher. She is now sharing with us another thing that we can do as artists. This is really great.
And I don't know anyone else who does it, what I do and the way I do. And I'm still in a total learning phase.
All right.
So I make things from the paint skins.
Oh, that's marvelous.
I sculpt with the paint skins, but 2 of my paintings here are completely paint skins on acrylic. And then one of them, I was trying to find another way to make things more formed and able to hold their form. So I've used some other materials as well as the paint skins.
All right, well, let's look at what you've done.
Okay, so this is Morning Glory.
Oh, that is beautiful. You can see the texture already. And I know this is a little screen that you're holding, but we can see that texture. That's fantastic.
Yeah, the thing with my work is, sorry.
You've painted as well.
I paint as well, yeah. So the underpiece is a painting. If you go to I do have a website. It's myname.com, KarenGirard.com, and I'm on Karen Girard Creates, and I actually do have a little video on there on my technique and how I do it. This one
look at
is everything's coming at roses. So
okay, I'm interested in how you're going to ship these. That's fascinating.
Well, I actually have purchased some boxes, plastic boxes that they have to go in. That's how I ship them.
All right.
Because it's too hard. And then these are my poppies. And
That's
so you
gorgeous.
can see they are extremely, extremely high texture.
So I have a question.
Yeah.
Do you create your skins in your colorways on purpose?
You'll see most of my work are the similar colorways because when I run out of skins, I have to do a painting
Yeah.
in order to get more skins.
Yeah.
So yes, I do.
So you are also, I want to say, sustainable.
I am
Very
sustainable.
sustainable.
I upcycle. I do
Yeah.
put collage in
This
things
is
as
great.
well. I use when I go to someone's house and they have a party and they have nice napkins. I always take napkins because I put napkins in, and I've got, sorry, my husband really, it drives him crazy because I have a box of garbage basically.
No, it's absolutely fantastic.
It is eco-friendly. The paint does not go down the drain. And I have a box of different colors of paint. So I do little 3x3s up to the biggest one I've done is a 24x24 that has.
That is fantastic. So again, they can find you at Karen Girard, and that's on Instagram. You have a website.
It's Karen_Girard_creates on Instagram.
Okay.
And my website is KarenGirard.com.
That is fantastic. And you and Karen is taking classes from the Great Masteryist program, which is a Canadian started program started by Julie DeBoer, who has been a headliner here at Square Foot Show, and she's introduced so many artists to the Square Foot Show, and we're so happy to hear that you're one of her students. And all right, well, I think we are going to move on and finish up our live. Thank you so much, Karen,
Thank you.
for being here, and good luck in the show.
Thank you very much.
All right. All right, everybody. Thank you for coming to another edition of the Square Foot Show Live. This is our student show edition. And again, we'll just end up with check out these people's work by going to squarefootshow.com, signing up for the preview. We're going to send you an email. It's going to be fabulous. Go to Instagram, Square Foot Show, Facebook, so that you can scroll endlessly. We will keep you occupied for many hours and checking out all the artists that you love, and then go follow them. Okay, go follow them. And then at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow night, the Square Foot Show is going live. The prices this time are $275 versus the $350 that we normally do. You get free shipping, and it's going to be an exciting show. So we'll see you tomorrow night live on the internet at 8 p.m. See you later.